Hello everyone, we have Diego here who's an international student and is going to talk about utilities and expenses.
Hello everyone, I'm here today to talk about some utilities you can find when you are going to look for a new house here in Nova Scotia. Usually water is included in your rent and not always electricity, so you should be prepared to pay this expense aside. So, and if you have never been here in Nova Scotia, you don't have history here, right? So you should be prepared to pay a security deposit for Nova Scotia Power. They maybe can ask you to pay something around $200 as a security deposit, and then they create your account for electricity. Another expense or utility you can find is the parking lot. Some of the houses, the landlord provides you a spot where you park your car, but if it's not in the contract or it's not in a conversation with your landlord, you should be prepared to pay something around $50 and $100. It depends on the location, because if you analyze the space here in Nova Scotia, downtown Halifax, the prices are a little bit higher than the other locations, such as Clayton Park, Bedford, or Sackville. It depends on the location you're looking for. Another good tip for rent, you should contract tenant insurance. It's not mandatory in most of cases, but it's really good to have one. And it's not big expense. You should be prepared to spend something around $15 or $25 a month, and it's an expense that you should have to prevent some not planned expense or something that you are not counting on.
Absolutely, because if anything, if you cause some damage, or even people that may be staying over, or even some damage that is not otherwise covered by the landlord's insurance, it falls on you, and it can be a huge expense. So budget
Yes.
for it, and so it's money well invested in that sense.
Oh yes,
Um,
for sure.
Can you talk a little bit about maybe internet? How much would it be per month?
Yeah, sure. You should, when you first come to Nova Scotia, you should be prepared to spend around $100, and you can find a good deal with internet. I know that some of the landlords provide internet as well. For example, if you were looking for a basement, or if you look for a room, or it depends on what you're looking for. But if you look for an apartment, the entire apartment for you or entire house, you should be prepared to have also this expense. $100, I would say.
Yes, and you should also ask if they have any discounts for students, because if it's the first time that you're requesting the service, you might be charged for the modem. But if you're a student, they might maybe want to waive the cost for the modem. Just something to keep in mind. When you were talking about parking, I was also thinking about the off-street parking, which is free, but then you need to pay attention to a couple of things. There could be strict cleaning, and you could get a fine if your car is there and they can't really properly clean the road, and snow clearing. That I
Yes.
think goes from December to March. It means that any time that they have to clean the roads, you have to find an alternative way to park your car. So it might be a good option for the summer months, but sometimes paying for a place to put your car, it might make your life a little bit easier.
Yes, yes, I agree.
Thank you so much for the tips. I think we've shared pretty much everything with the students.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.